The Antichrist rises and destroys a lot of people. Weird. Satan flees. So when the Antichrist rises, Satan flees. In other words, when one of the Antichrist succeeds, the other Antichrist flees, because there's two of them. Or there are two of them, to be grammatically correct. Death's orchestra. So remember, the right eye of the Antichrist will be utterly darkened, but he will resurrect. So here he is rising up with brightness. No, an attribute of life is light and movement, of course, and rising. The moon is a reference to Islam, but here you see also what seems to be land masses. Not sure what they would be. Sufism has guys in dresses like females, which is a match to Baphomet, male and female combined, Baphomet having a phallus and female breasts. Sufis have to rotate in a certain direction, not sure which direction, maybe it's both directions depending on the time of the dance or whatever. But it could very likely be, is likely, a reference to Venus and thereby Satan, because Venus rotates its own way, I think, was the planet. Or was it a different one? I think it was Venus. Venus is the brightest planet, and Lucifer means light bearer, so it's a match to him. Also, it rotates differently from the norm, so it's a rebel, which is another symbol for Satan. For Satan, it's a rebel, rotates rebelliously. So Sufism is of the devil and disgusting. Anyway, here you see what else is here? It's a city, probably Islam. What is this? Probably in the Muslim world. That's what I meant. As I said in the last video, I think it was the last video, the Antichrist is probably going to come from Khorasan. That's the Jewish Antichrist coming from Khorasan. The Mahdi will come from the east, I think, is what the Hadith say. Native American totem pole type face. So Native American religions are the devil. The same spirit is behind these false religions. Why are they dancing? Because they're worshipping the Antichrist. The Hindus will consider him one of the gods incarnated or something, an avatar, and the Native Americans will say it's their messianic figure, etc. And fire represents Lucifer, light bearer. So they're worshipping him. And here's an obviously demonic thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rays matching the star of Ishtar of the land of Babylon, land of the Tower of Babel, when mankind united to try to conquer heaven. The new Tower of Babel, the new world order, trying to. Now, here's another vagina symbol, and the Antichrist reborn, or getting a new level of power or something, would be the gist. So he's finally manifested out in the open as the leader of the world or something, with fish scale abs. And where he goes, enlightenment follows. So he supposedly makes other people enlightened. He makes them gods according to their delusion. And he goes towards the sun, so more enlightenment symbolism. And then he is finally woken up and realizes that he is God, supposedly. What else can I say here? Here you see this weird image. I don't know what that would refer to. Maybe a land territory. Maybe the Holy Land or something, I don't know. Not that it looks like the Holy Land, but it could be a part of the Holy Land that he captures, maybe, to unite it for Israel or something. So here is so-called Christianity, which crumbles. So all the religions of the past will be destroyed, and atheism, which helped to undermine them. Atheism will be gotten rid of because it will have served its purpose. You atheists are just tools of devil worshipper elites. Now, real Christianity doesn't use twin towers nor the cross. The cross is well, see my series on heretics. I prove that this stuff is pagan and not Christian. So after they support him and say, yes, we are with you, then he destroys them. So you cannot trust him. He's a traitor. He is Judas after all. So here's another Tower of Babel reference for the new world order, the new Tower of Babel, with this guy on top, the incarnation of Satan himself, Judas possessed by Satan. The Bible says that when Judas went to betray Jesus, Satan entered into him. So the fire in him is Satan. Satan is just a spirit. He has no body of his own. He used to have a very beautiful body, but God changed that, where now he masquerades as an angel of light and is no longer an angel of light. So this is the New Age. Here you see pyramids, Tower of Babel reference. The New Age with Horus, the one Horus foreshadowed. Long hair like a female, yet is a male, symbol for Baphomet. The combination of genders into the complete so-called perfect being. So these people who did the video, they support the Antichrist. They support Satan by saying that he will bring you enlightenment. Nonsense. How will Satan sell the lie that you will become a god? Well, they have the technology they already have the technology. Not to make you a god, but to make it seem as if you cannot die, because after you die, they will have records of your mannerisms, of your image, and they can stick it onto an android or something, and make it sound just like you, make it look just like you, and make it behave just like you, which will fool people who are alive into thinking that it is you resurrected or continued. That's one way. This looks like a scorpion tail, and and the ship of death is still here, so very enlightened to have Anubis still here and death still here. Whoever opposes him will die. But God will resurrect all generations, so you can't win, Satan. Trumpet sounds nice there. Hierophant is the name of the uploader, and what is the meaning of Hierophant? Well, helio is from Greek helios, I think that means sun, and phant, I forgot what that means. But it means probably something like someone who expects the sun, or someone who worships the sun, something to that effect probably. They're clearly seeing it in a positive light. So this is an eclipse. An eclipse is moon symbol with sun symbol, male and female united. In other words, another Baphomet symbol. When they use it, that's what they're referring to, Satan, because they don't worship the true God. The real eclipse, by the way, is the gospel. You know, the Bible is written in the literal heavens, because you have God's righteousness, Jesus' righteousness, covering me and whoever submits to the will of God. And God takes my guilt, my darkness. It's a trade. He takes my darkness, I take his light. Jesus paid for my guilt, for my sins, for my disgusting crimes. By God's higher standard, we have all been criminals, except babies. But babies, if they grow up, they will be criminals too. They will be sinners by God's higher standards. And Jesus paid for me, and then he resurrected, so he wins. And I win because I'm free from guilt. If I obey God, then he will accept me. And he gives me mercy for when I fail. I hate failing. God knows my heart. And he knows who is a truly repentant person or not. You can't fool God. So there's no license to sin. It's freedom from sin, true freedom. Not to sin, but from sin. From having to pay for sinning, which is death, eternal. You don't deserve to live, atheists. You're ingrates to God. You will burn forever. And I didn't deserve to live. And there's nothing I can do to make me worthy of it. But I can live as worthy by submitting to God and ceasing the evil that I did.